wanted to share with you guys a little bit about why it would be important to have a My Name, My Story club on your school campus. Today in our society, we are influenced by so many things. The internet, the media, all sorts of things that influence us so easily. And I want to do a little exercise with you guys just real quick to show you how easy you can be influenced, okay? What I'd like you to do is just to repeat after me, okay? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. What are aluminum cans made out of? What are aluminum cans made out of? Okay? We're going to try one more time. Something that I love to do is shop. 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 What do you do at a green light? What do you do at a green light? Go. Okay? Just right there, you are influenced by me just repeating things over and over to you. And how often do we get that in our lives, whether it was growing up, our parents telling us things, our friends telling us things, the media, the internet, different things just influencing us on how we think, and making us look at individuals and potentially judge them on who they are. Today, a lot of students in high school, would you say that we're judged on how we look, what we wear, what activity we might be involved in or what we aren't involved in? There are a lot of ways in which on a school campus, people can feel excluded or feel even, one of the terms in society today is being bullied. And we as an MNMS community are not a community about anti-bullying. As Amit said, we are about inspiring empathy, inspiring students to be able to connect with others and to accept people for who they are. Another thing that is happening in our schools today is there's a lot more divorce, a lot more stress. If I were in your shoes right now going to school, I don't know how I would do it. You guys have so much more stress with APs and college entrance and so many things happening around you. As Amit shared, some people are struggling with different cancers or sickness or family members. Even some people are dealing with death of friends and family members. There's a lot going on in our society that people are struggling with. Unfortunately, some people take all of those things that I just mentioned and they choose to take it out on other people. They feel that if they can take it out on another person, it makes them feel better. Unfortunately, for us in our society, there are multiple school shootings every single year across our nation and across the world. And that is something that I want to share with you. Just looking at a few things, you guys all are very familiar with the Newtown shootings, right? It just happened this year. Some of you might be aware of back in 2000, I believe it was 8, the Virginia Tech shootings. How many of you know that in 2009, there was a shooting right down our street at Oxnard High School? Okay, one person knew that. There was a young man that was killed for his sexual orientation at Oxnard High School, right down the street. And you don't hear about those as often because it's just one student, but it's happening. I actually had the experience of counseling students at Columbine High School. Columbine was the first deadliest school shooting back in 1999, which some of you weren't even born then, but it was a pretty crazy experience to be out there with those students during that time at Columbine. And one of the things that I heard often was, wow, I can't believe it happened here. I can't believe it happened here. And Columbine was a very middle class, probably majority Caucasian student body, and they said, I can't believe it happened here. And my thought is, well, if you can't believe it happened here, then where? Where do you think it's going to happen? Is it only going to happen in the barrio, in the poor areas in downtown LA? Do people in our world have the same struggles, the same problems? Is there divorce in downtown LA? Is there divorce here? Is there struggles that people have in both areas? Is there bullying? Are people excluded in your schools? It happens everywhere. And the fact is that it can happen anywhere. Newtown, Connecticut, another example. Jonesboro, Arkansas, Paducah, Kentucky, Oxnard, California. Santee, California, down in Southern California. It's happening everywhere. And as I mentioned with the idea of influence, that we are influenced so easily, the awesome thing about a My Name, My Story Club is that you can influence people in a positive way. We can be a positive influence on our campuses. We can be that connection to people. I think, back in my mind, I kind of reflect and say, the two shooters that killed 11 students and a teacher at Columbine High School. If somebody had just reached out to them, if somebody had listened to their story, if there was an MNMS club on Columbine High School where those kids could feel connected and feel like they have a purpose and have a community, would something have been different? And in thinking of that is what inspires me and pushes me to want to get an MNMS club on every single campus, to give students an opportunity to get connected, to feel like they belong, to have a purpose, and to make a difference, to inspire empathy, to put yourself into other people's shoes. You guys had some great definitions of what that means. And so coming from my story and my experiences with Columbine, and then also teaching here at Chaminade, that is why I am so passionate about getting you guys out there to be the change makers, to be the ones reaching out to people, to be the ones helping others who might be struggling and connecting them and making your school campus that much better.